Hi, how's it going? How was your day? Today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. And as I mentioned in previous video, maybe yesterday, I just tried to participate morning talk. However, unfortunately, my group was empty. That making that making me run away from um, the conversation with other people. Then I reflected my attitude and move action. I just promised with myself I will be a person who values growth over comfort. So that's why today even if my group is empty, I've decided to strike up a conversation with other people. But fortunately, today in my group there are several people who who are participated. So I am reassured because I don't have to muster up my courage. And my friend Maru, you said to me and that you don't you don't think about it as runaway or something disappointing. Thank you for encouraging me. I really appreciate it. Yes, as I told you, I'm really introverted person and not I don't have so much friends, just a few friends only. Today in the morning session we talked about cars and I I've been struggling to express something. Let me share with you about it. At first, I couldn't say engine displacement. Yeah, in the morning session, we talked about our our own car. Like me, I'm on several cars, but in the morning session, I introduced my two car, Caterham and Yunus Roadster. And some person on one other person on Alfa Romeo, and other person have will be Toyota. Yeah. And then we talk about how many people can it can it seat or how much engine displacement is that does that car have and yeah, something like that. And several cars which they own is really old car that is built 10 years ago or 3 years ago. Ah, no. I'm sorry. 20 years ago or 30 years ago. My car is also really like classic car. You know Roadster, first generation Roadster is was released like 35 years ago as for my model. And then it's really common that it's getting difficult for us to get the replacement parts. Let's say some parts is reached to the end of their life, then we have to exchange the parts, you know. So then the car makers don't produce these old these parts for all the cars. That's why something third party vendors or like person individual incredible person makes it, then we can use it. So anyway, we have to make an effort to get replacement parts and exchange it. So it was so much fun for me to talk about cars, especially old car. And I just speak up another topic. Actually, in sales department, which conducts this morning talk session, offers employees the chance to take online English conversation lesson. I'm subscribing Native Camp. Yes, and of course I pay it by myself. However, guess what? My colleagues who are part of overseas sales department or market department have privilege to subscribe Native Camp by company's money. I really I felt really jealous of their environment. So I told them, yeah, I'm really jealous of you. But yeah, that makes sense and fair enough because my work is not strong, not strongly connected to English speaking. On the other hand, they have to speak English and write English, use English every single day for work. It's totally different from my work. So that's why the manager of that department negotiated my company to my the salesperson and marketing person can take English conversation lessons freely. So yeah, I just said to them, I'm so jealous of your environment. Then one of them told me, you can transfer to my department. Yeah, but I'm into engineering, so it's not easy for me to transfer. Even just I request to transfer, it's not so preferable for me. Yeah, even though that was a joke, however, they were I felt they welcoming me. That what he said sounds I am really welcomed to them. Yes, that is so get me really happy to hear that. And to and next morning session, I'm planning to participate next Tuesday. And one more thing, last week I talked with the manager of marketing department who is one of the board member of my company. Then he told me that if your colleague is interested in morning session, please let me know. So last week I asked my manager to inform my department people about morning talk session. Then my manager gave me the approval, so I announced that morning session is conducted every single morning in sales and marketing department. And then one of my colleagues emailed me, I'm interested in morning session. So maybe next week or the week, how how can I say, next week next, sorry, let me think about it. Day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So next week after next week. Does does it correct English? Is it correct English? I'm insecure, but I will use it. Maybe next week or week after next week, he and I will go to morning session together. I'm really looking forward to have conversation in English with him as well. Okay, thank you for joining this video. Take care.